Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Advanced Wars Daisy Ruin Tiny Wars replay. Spawn north side as the red Waylon, we got GM667. Spawn south side as the blue Hawke, we got KDA Ari Waifu, I think? Let's see, kill, death, assist, Ari. That name sounds familiar, and Waifu. When it comes to COs, we do have Waylon, has been buffed from the cartridge counterpart, has a reduced boarding cost of 30 to radius, 30, 60, 60. Has, of course, all units get +10 in offense, +10 defense, and of course, additionally, air units, all air units get +20% offense and 40% defense. So in total, they get +30, +50 defense, making them more or less the defensive air CO. All units get additional 10 +10, and all air units for the superpower gets +20% offense and a staggering +300% defense, effectively reducing damage received by 75% if I'm not incorrect. Hawke is of course a custom CO in Days of Ruin. Standard boarding cost to radius, has 3 expansion zones, 30, 70, 120 for max MJ of 120. All units get +20% offense, +10% defense, which is a mix of all units get +10, +10 as a defense, and of course he gets his inherent +10% offense as his day-to-day benefits from previous games. For 50 energy, you get Black Wave and making everything global. Do note as well, he does not match up 30, 70, 120. This only costs 50, while his superpower only costs 100 out of 120, so allows to store up some extra charge there. And you get the Black Storm effect of the +2, -2. Either way, let's get started. Infantry. Couple infantry there. Of course, got a pair of airports in the corner. There's a 3 base map. There's a little pair of shores here to allow you to traverse through that region. And also, Waylon's theme is one of the best themes in the entire game. You got the silly bit that was a prelude in some earlier missions, and then all of a sudden when you actually start fighting him, you get the evil soundtrack. I love Waylon's theme, it's pretty good. The Automata is pretty good as well. I think those are the best two, I would say. Also, most of the themes are pretty good. Yeah, I don't really see this any real bad theme, I would say. You got weaker ones, like, honestly the Beast theme is a little bit weaker. No CO to end technically Waylon's. It's also a little bit weaker, but that's fine. And Will's, I'll say his theme's a little bit weak. Brenner, maybe it's somewhere in between weak and good. But I wouldn't say anything's bad. Almost all the CO themes do stand out, even though they mostly all fit the same genre, barring Isabella and Forsyth. And I think Penny is somewhat mixed in that boat. Now, speaking about boats, both players also have a gunboat on top of their HQ, which does get +40% defense from the terrain. Both sides are kept with a comm tower before any significant engagement. Waylon does have a flare now deployed in the field. And Hawke has loaded himself up into a tank. Good shot there, and there. Blair does make his way to the forest. Anti-air tank infantry. Does a good shot there, get 5 energy. Tank infantry. and try and flip that property. It can easily be interrupted, but we'll have to... Actually, no, this one can interrupt it. Does have to sack that capture there. And we'll be able to double tap the infantry. Stops that capture there. Waylon right now has 20,000 income versus Hawke's 17, so he's doing much better income. He does delete the gunboat there. Maybe he's going to try to move something there. The battlecopter's not on top, so can't CO it. He also goes for a rig. He has one battlecopter, so he's probably going to try to fly out a temporary airport somewhere. He could place down a temporary seaport here if he so chooses, which is probably not really needed. Battlecopter there. Infantry, infantry, infantry. He does move the battlecopter on top of the HQ. Of course, it's not hidden there, so Hawke, if he has a unit that would be in vision range of it, will have vision range of it. Battlecopter, anti-air, artillery, and does go for a base skip. Hawke right now is a 16 NG. There's going to be CO'd Waylon battlecopter here relatively soon. Hawke has not deployed out any appropriate anti-air at all. He has one battlecopter in the corner. He knows Waylon has an airport over in this corner. He needed the anti-air much sooner because he's fighting against Waylon, an air CO. Granted, the defensive air CO, but still, that can cause some issues. Does get a little bit of energy there. Does get saved a little bit by Hawke CO zone. But he should be able to get some more energy. His aura is decently sized, and going for a temporary airport there, that's probably a good spot for one. If it's just something to just do at the end of turn action. Rocket infantry bike. He does go for a rocket there. That's interesting. Not that side has any super powerful units in this area, but the battlecopter here will be shot down by this anti-air. Blair does have one ammo remaining, but will get resupplied. Hawke's now at 36 energy. Waylon's at 22. Now the battlecopter can push its way forward. Has to be careful of this anti-air though. Anti-air, tank, artillery. And does fully deploy out a temporary airport there. Gets a good strike there. You saw that unit. Battlecopter gets a booster strike there as well at 42 energy. The anti-air could do some significant damage on the one battlecopters, but should live thanks to Waylon's aura effect. Another battlecopter, tank, and base skip. Does strike the anti-air. Good shot there on Waylon's command copter. Does pop the black wave. Now Waylon's command copter's at 9 health. Doing 1 damage global. Of course, Waylon can merge there, but if he has enough energy, 15 energy, he can get his superpower this turn, if he so chooses. And putting around the anti-air wouldn't be too hard. Can't say plopping the superpower would be super great right now. Good damage there. It looks like he's not going to be on to pop a superpower this turn. One more energy, he gets it. Repositioning a lot of stuff. He does see both anti-airs as well. They're probably best to pull back his copter. Yep. It is out of range of everything, so it may have trouble pulling out its power next turn. All depends if something gets too far forward. Good picks there. Does get trapped there. Tank hits the anti-air, and we'll gun that artillery there. Somehow doesn't get a single point of damage. I thought that 8 health infantry there would do at least 1% damage to an artillery on no defense stars. Got 81 health, so. Good strikes there. Will spot the artillery. So his bike or infantry would be hit. Quad the bike. Got a infantry here. And Waylon's command copter does get on temporary airport. Now he has a unit inside his aura, so you can get a good strike on that infantry there. Temporary airports do hide air units, so that battlecopter, even if it's in vision radius, it will be hidden. So Waylon can deploy out superpower this upcoming turn. Just need to make sure some here gets hit. He has right now one battlecopter will really benefit from it. Nothing too significant though. Tank mech. Does pop it there for +10/+10 global primarily. And you can see this battlecopter here has an additional +315% defense. He doesn't have to worry about anti-airs too much. He will still take about 2 to 3 damage from them though. Will strikes Hawke's command tank there. Eyeing for a flip there. Battlecopter, tank, mech, infantry. If we take a quick look, here's a battlecopter, here's a full health anti-air. 31 damage. And there's multiple anti-airs nearby, so that thing will take a pounding. Merge there. Had to be triple tapped in order to take off the super battlecopter there. And now there's multiple anti-air pushed forward, but I don't see anything to really retaliate upon them. Tank, anti-air, artillery, battlecopter. Hawke has enough for his power, and the tank's at full health. Rocket, good strike there. Waylon has 105 versus 118, so Hawke has a slight advantage, but nothing too significant, honestly. Right now, just see stuff lacking to engage the anti-airs. Hawke has gone for a good number of anti-airs now. Does strike the anti-air there. I think he should have struck the rugged tank right now because he just needs more. Yeah, he's going for a good number of tanks. Another anti-air down south or to the right. Does pop the power there. Doing 1 damage global. Very nice. Does protect the city from being captured. Right now, Hawke has 26,000. Waylon has 24. He does get that battlecopter there since it's on top of the forest. It did not get hidden. I don't worry about that. Rockets down 2 ammo. Lucky's has a rig in the field for resupplying. Waylon does push forward with his command copter, charging forward from multiple units there, and Waylon's copter could be knocked out by this anti-air. At least there's 2 anti-airs nearby. Artillery straight forward. Tank, bike. Good strike there on that battlecopter. Anti-air, tank. Battlecopter. Does hit the capturing infantry squad. This has 4 capture progress remaining. Blair, tank, and base skip of a battlecopter. Hawke right now is 144 versus 105 for Waylon, so Hawke's getting pretty good advantage at the moment. Strikes the rocket there a couple times. It's the tank there. Waylon's command compass goes down, so he would have sealed that tank there. Mech, medium tank, flare. He's done very well, that's for sure. Tanks push way forward. Let's get a good strike there and there. Anti-air strikes the infantry unit there. Mech does strike the tank. Tank, battlecopter, and double base skip. He has access to another power. I generally think Black Wave is better than Black Storm because you get double the effects of the global orb, and plus troops in offense global is very nice, even versus a Waylon battlecopter. Yeah, a lot of good hits there. Yeah, and right now it looks like Waylon's just starting to disintegrate. 55,000 field, 53,000 versus 140,000. Bomber, bike, infantry, base skip. Get some kills there. Waylon's at 18 energy, but doesn't have enough battlecopter to really warrant it. Just get +10, +10 global. Battlecopter tank. And right now, Hawke is actually lacking infantry to capture the HQ. He has some bikes and infantry now. Does get some good hits there. Bike, medium tank, bike, and battlecopter. He does go and seal another battlecopter there, but I think he's just sort of just playing out the game. I think he's already should know he's lost, but making some good kills there. In terms of captures there, though, if he does reveal that tank, it will be in the range of a mech. So he gets a good strike there. Tank, tank, tank. Battlecopters push the way forward. Wonder, does the player not know that you can't put battlecopters in the hiding spots because they won't be hidden? Because you charge forward and put them in hiding spots, which are not hidden. His opponent has complete vision of them right now. Get some good hits there, and we'll knock it out. And bike will start the HQ capture. We'll have it surrounded. Spots that tank there, so likely the game will end next turn. I don't see any way for him to interrupt the capture. If not, he'll learn the hard way. Quite possibly. I do like how Tiny Wars, you can simply click on any tile and get a bit more in-depth details to a lot of stuff. Like, and does go ahead and resign there. Sort of like how you can just click on the HQ here, see a lot of additional info there, like repairable units, all that sort, tells you how much gets repaired, all that sort. Capture, defeat if captured, yes. I suppose if it's some custom maps, you could make some random tile capture defeat. But either way, this is Android saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.